Look here, pay attention here. We all like money. 95% of the time, whoever declared that money cannot buy happiness was incorrect. Money certainly isn't everything in life, but it does play a big role. Ask a man who struggles to support his family, a person without a roof over their heads, or a mother who forgoes meals so that her children would have something to eat. People without money spend all of their time trying to make ends meet and have no time for other issues in life. You like it right? Like, share, and subscribe to this channel for trends. Currently, there are a little more than 2,000 billionaires in the globe, or roughly 0.0000025% of the world's population. We could raise everyone's standard of living and spur investment that would support the creation of 117 million jobs in 10 years. Here are 10 people who started out poor as a rat and rose to become billionaires. 1. Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz, the creator of Starbucks, was raised in a low-income housing development. Schultz said during an interview with The Mirror, "Growing up, I always felt like I was living on the other side of the tracks. I knew the people on the other side had more resources, more money, happier families. And for some reason, I don't know why or how, I wanted to climb over that fence and achieve something beyond what people were saying was possible. I may have a suit and tie on now, but I know where I'm from, and I know what it's like." After receiving a football scholarship from the University of Northern Michigan, Schultz joined Xerox as an employee. Soon after, he seized control of Starbucks, which had just 60 locations at the time. In 1987, Schultz was appointed CEO of the business and helped expand it to more than 16,000 locations across the globe. Currently, his net worth is $2.9 billion. Since then, he has resigned from his positions as executive chairman and CEO of the multinational coffee company. Number 2. Alan Gerry. His net worth is $1.4 billion. He founded the television network that later became Cablevision. Alan Gerry, a high school dropout who joined the Marines, is the son of Russian immigrants. Gerry established a small television repair business after training under the GI Bill during his time in the service. In 1956, Gerry decided to start a cable company using the $1,500 he had generated from his modest business. The business later changed its name to Cablevision, which Forbes estimates was sold to Time Warner in 1996 for a price of $2.7 billion. Number 3. Guy Laliberte. Before starting Cirque du Soleil, the entrepreneur, who has a net worth of $1.2 billion, was a fire eater. Laliberte truly had fire in his gut at the start of his career. The Canadian-born circus performer ate fire, played the accordion, and walked on stilts. Later, as previously reported by Business Insider, he gambled and flew a troupe from Quebec to Los Angeles without booking a return fare. The traveling circus troupe then changed its name to Cirque du Soleil. Laliberte is currently Cirque du Soleil's CEO. Number 4. Next on our list is Kenny Troutt, the founder of Excel Communications, who paid his way through college by selling life insurance. Troutt, whose father worked as a bartender, attended Southern Illinois University on his own dime by selling life insurance. Excel Communications, a phone business he created in 1988 and went public with in 1996, was where he made the majority of his money. Troutt combined his business with Teleglobe in a $3.5 billion deal 2 years later. He is now retired and has a net worth of $1.4 billion. He makes significant investments in racehorses. Number 5. Mohed Altrad, also known as the Bull, was reared by his grandmother and was born into a nomadic tribe in the Syrian desert to a destitute mother who was raped by his father and died when he was small. She forbade him from going to school in Raqqa, the current ISIS capital city. Altrad went to school even though he didn't speak French and had only one meal a day when he arrived in France to pursue university. Nevertheless, he obtained a PhD in computer science, worked for some of the top French corporations, and eventually purchased a struggling scaffolding business that he turned into Altrad Group, one of the top producers of scaffolding and cement mixers in the world. He currently has a $2.6 billion net worth. Number 6. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is one of the world's most successful individuals with a net worth of $2.9 billion. Oprah Winfrey, who was raised in poverty, was Nashville's first African-American TV correspondent. Despite coming from a low-income home in Mississippi, Winfrey managed to get a scholarship to Tennessee State University, and at the age of 19, become the state's first African-American TV correspondent. To work on an AM talk show that would later become The Oprah Winfrey Show, Winfrey relocated to Chicago in 1983. Number 7. Jan Koum. Koum personifies the tired rags to riches trope. Prior to the creation of WhatsApp, which was an immediate hit, he and his family were living off food stamps when they first arrived in America at the age of 16. It was sold to Facebook for $22 billion, making Koum one wealthy man. The CEO of WhatsApp, Jan Koum, has a net worth of $6.8 billion. Number 8. Ralph Lauren. The Ralph Lauren fashion label is well known for its polo shirts and expensive ties. But did you know that the well-known fashion designer formerly struggled to pay for his clothes? In a 2002 interview, Lauren said to fellow billionaire Oprah Winfrey, "I was always like clothes as a kid, but I didn't have the money to afford them. There was a feeling in me that made me declare, I want to have my own things, to make my own statement, whenever I received my brother's hand-me-downs. That enthusiasm eventually blossomed into something when combined with my introduction to a world I hadn't experienced through cinema. That something is now a globally recognized fashion company with a $6.4 billion personal net worth." Number 9. Harold Hamm. Being the eldest of 13 children gave him a great responsibility. He was raised by Oklahoma sharecroppers who forced him to labor picking cotton while still in bare feet as a small child. Although the founder, chairman, and CEO of the energy giant Continental Resources currently has a net worth of $6.1 billion, he had to start working at a gas station when he was just 16 years old in order to support his family. Despite his family's financial hardships, Hamm admitted to drawing inspiration from locals of Enid, Oklahoma, in a 2014 interview with Forbes. A local potter was one who addressed Hamm and his classmates during a school assembly. Hamm remarked, he had this lump of clay that he was slapping like a baby. It was obvious that he succeeded because that was his calling as art, and the lesson was that all of us could succeed if we lived our lives in accordance with our passions. J.k. Rowling, before the Harry Potter books, made her the highest-paid author in the world. J.k. Rowling discussed her challenges as a single parent in a 2013 interview with the London-based Daily Mail. She replied, "I remember not eating 20 years ago so my daughter would eat. I recall having practically no money for the nights. Those times are long gone because, according to Forbes, the author made $95 million between June 2016 and June 2017. As a philanthropist now, Rowling enjoys helping others so much that in 2012, her estimated $160 million in charity donations helped her lose her billionaire title. Rowling's net worth has risen to $1 billion as of right now, according to Celebrity Net Worth. All these people started from somewhere to make it today. You only need $1 billion to start life. No matter what you have now, you can make it simply in life by what you're determined to have in life. It's not too late to become the billionaire you've always dreamed of becoming. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos, or you can check our main channel page for more videos.